Hey there, YouTube. It's Aisha, and welcome back to another VEDA day. Today, yesterday we shared all the books that were in all the series that I have not read that are on my shelves that I could find. I'm sure there are more. Um, but these are some of the books, 22 books of the most unread authors on my shelf. So I own the most books from these authors on my shelf, but have not read them. So let's start with the lightest. With 6, we have Shayla Black. I have her Wicked Lover series. I only have 6 books in the series that I have not read, so there's that. Next, also with 6, is Miranda Keneally. These books I just recently picked up to finish this Thousand Oaks series. This was also featured in yesterday's series I have not finished. J.C. Burton, also with 6. Those are the only ones that I have not read in this series. So I own 6 books by her that I have not read. And of course, this goes without saying, these are just the physical books on my shelf that I can find. Next, I have the Deronda Jones Graves series. There are 7 books by her that I have not read. Then moving up, we're now up to 8 books. I have Frances Ray, 8 books by her that I have not read that are on my shelves. I have them mostly on the shelf that you can't see, but I did a bookshelf tour at the beginning of the year for this, and that is my blackout bookshelf. I have 7 books by her that I have not read. No, 8 books by her that I have not read. And my goal is to try to read some of them this year. Next, I have 9 books by Rochelle Allairs that I have not read. This does not include books that she's in for anthologies, like the holiday books. These are just the books in her series that I have not read. So I have 9 books. Also with 9 books is Sylvia Day. I have quite a few books. You can see them right here. Some of them here. I have 3 of them there that I have not finished, plus 2 from the Crossfire series, 1 from another series that I'm trying to finish. There's quite a few books by her that I have on my shelf that I have not completed, and I would like to catch up. I was doing really good on buying her books, reading them, and then going ahead and buying the next one. And then, some good sales happened, and I just bought everything. So I need to catch up. Another of my favorite authors that I have 9 books that I have not read by her, and that is Alice Hoffman. I read Practical Magic by her many, many years ago, fell in love with her writing and with her writing style and magical realism, and just kept going through her catalog. And then I picked up quite a few of them, and I haven't read them, and I'd like to catch up. Same thing, Sarah Dessen. Everyone says that she's a really great contemporary YA author. I picked her books up. I have all of them. I've gotten them from the Goodwill mostly, or from the library book sale. And I just haven't read them. I've read 1 book so far, and I'm kind of hoping it's just the book that I read. That's the reason I can't catch up, because I would hate to realize that she's just not the author for me, and I have all her books. Now we've bumped up from 9 books to 13. I have 13 books by Shallow Walker that I have not read. I have several of her series on my bookcase. This is a trilogy right here. And this is the 3rd book. I'd like to get these read. I tend to marathon her books when I read them. I'm not quite sure why I haven't dived into some of them already. Another of my favorite authors, especially because I read her when she used to be with Alora's Cave. She also has 13 books on the shelf that I have not read, and I need to clear them up. She has way more that I haven't read, but those are the ones that are on my bookcase. Oops. So I have 12 books by Laura Leigh that I have not read on my shelves, and this spans 3 different series. There's the Naughty series, Elite Ops, and this Callahan series, and I need to just catch up. We're going backwards now. I have 11 books by Beverly Jenkins that I have not read, and most of them I've gotten in the last month or so because I had all her books on my shelves. I read all the ones I had on my shelf, and then I went ahead and bought more. And I should be getting some more by the end of summer. But yes, so my goal is to catch up on these as well. Stephanie Lawrence. No surprises here that I have 11 books on my shelf by her that I haven't read. She has quite a catalog, and I'd stopped reading her for a really long time, but I kept collecting, so they're still on my shelves. I haven't read them. I need to catch up. This was out of order. This is Gina Showalter. I have 8 books on my shelf that I have not read by her. This was going in order, and then this was out of place. So yeah, I have 8 books by her that I have not read, and they're all in this Darkest series. Sharing the spot with 10 books that I have not read by them is Jennifer Probst and Robin Carr. I have quite a few series by both authors who are both very prolific writers. So I have a few of their series that I have books that I've read, some of the books already, some of the series already, but I need to catch up. Now we're back in order. With 15 books unread, I have Maggie Shane. And now we're in the top 5 authors with the most books on my bookshelves that are unread. So we're going to start this party off with Christine Feehan. I had 18 books. I was actually surprised it was only 18. I had to double check all the shelves. Only 18 books by her unread. Next is Julie Garwood. I have 24 books on the shelves that are not read. Most of them I've gotten in the last month or half or so. A lot of them in July because I traded for them on paperback swap. I wanted to get all the books that I could possibly get from her so I could read them. Then next is Heather Graham with 30 books unread. Huh. If she's not the most unread, you'll be surprised at what's coming up. She writes so prolifically, and it's 3 or 4 books out per year. I'm forever trying to catch up. I've been behind, and I feel like I'm going to stay behind for a while. Unless I sit down and just read Heather Graham for just a month. Which, if I did that, I could probably catch up. But only reading Heather Graham for a month, I'd need a break. So 30 books by Heather Graham. So our runner-up for most unread books on my bookshelves is Brenda Jackson. And I have 35 books by her on the bookshelves. That's right, 35, and she's still not the winner. She is the runner-up, and I'm trying to catch up and read her books. And those aren't even all the books out there. Those are the ones that I own. And with the highest number, and this should be no surprise because she literally has an entire bookshelf by herself, Nora Roberts, with 63 unread books on my bookshelves and 7 of the J.D. Robb unread. So I'm actually not as far behind as I thought I was in the J.D. Robb. I'm 7 physical books and then a couple of novellas, but they don't count. So 7 of the big J.D. Robb books I'm behind on, and I have 63 Nora Roberts books on my bookcase. This is her entire shelf right here, my Nora Roberts shelf. 63 books by her that I have not read. And just imagine, I've been reading, she was the very first introduction to romance that I had. My aunt gave me the McGregor series when I was in 7th grade, and I just fell down the rabbit hole. And I've been reading her for years, and I still am 63 books behind. I'm actually way more behind than that because she has way more books than that. But She's been writing as long as I've been alive, so she's had over 30 years of books. So, oh my god. So yes, the queen of the unread books is Nora Roberts with a total of 70. 7 under the J.D. Robb pseudonym and 63 under her own name. And that there, folks, is the 22 most unread authors on my bookshelves. There are some honorable mentions, but we're not going to mention them in this video. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know, what are your most unread authors? Do you guys collect? I know I love Nora Roberts and Brenda Jackson, and Christine Feehan, which is why I collect their books. Nora and Julie. The only one here that I have not really read has been Sarah Dessen. She's the only author that I have not read a lot of her works, and therefore probably shouldn't own a lot of her books. But everybody else, I've read plenty of their works and know I love them, so I just keep collecting. They keep writing and I keep collecting. Let me know if you guys are the same, or if you collect books the same way. You just read one and you buy all their books. I've read plenty of these authors' works. That's why I trust them. That's why I love them, and that's why I buy them. Let me know about your numbers in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.